Rafi, huwag mahirapan ang tanong. Dahil nasa harapan ko ng aking mga kababayan.
Good afternoon and happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
From everyone on social media who are now fans niyo na po. Simplihan na natin yung tanong. Kasi kanina po doon sa press con ng One Batangas, parang naitanong ko ito kay Governor Vilma Santos. Tanungin ko lang rin sa inyo. Sabi kasi ni Governor na parang part of her platform at saka yung reason is in-onboard niya si Vice Gov Luis is because yung energy ng youth and social media. Pasok ko na lang po, yun rin naman kasi kami galing. Sa inyo pong pangampanya at saka pag-deliver ng mensahe. Kasi ngayon, hindi lang national celebrity na kayo, international celebrity na kayo. Agree yung Batangas, 2nd District. So moving forward po sa inyong mga marami pang taon na gagampanan ang role ng Congresswoman para sa 2nd District ng Batangas, paano niyo po nakikita ang role ng social media para sa pagpapakalat ng inyong mensahe?
Alam po niyo, mahirap maging Congresswoman. Dalawa ang kailangan mong alagaan. One is your engagement in the Congress, where you are anticipated to engage in legislation, and not only in legislation, but also in investigations similar to Quadcom. Now the question is, with all your obligations in the district, we have 6 municipalities to take care of, and that is equivalent to 170 barangays. Beatrix, paano mo ba nagagawa yon? Diba? Basta, from my end po, I do my best. To the best way that I can, I reach out to all the people of Batangas 2nd District. That is from Friday to Sunday. But since the quad started, I started dedicating Mondays to Thursdays in my engagements in Congress. That includes legislation and all the investigations not only in Quadcom. Ang akin lang pong mensahe sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, kulang po ang oras ni Beatrix. Kulang po ang katawan ni Beatrix. But I hope you realize, limitado man ang kakayanan ko, I give my very best to serve the people of Batangas 2nd District. As soon as I arrive here on Thursdays or Fridays, hindi na po tumitigil si Beatrix. Dire-diretso in moving around the entire 6 municipalities of Batangas 2nd District. I don't mind kahit madaling araw na ako umuwi. Ang mahalaga, maabot ko lahat ng aking mga kababayan. Sometimes I call myself Cinderella. Why? I never go home before 12 midnight because 12 midnight is my earliest time to go home. Bagaman po hindi ko masapa ang dami ng ating pangangailangan dito sa atin, I hope you feel and realize ginagawa ni Beatrix ang lahat upang kayo ay mapaglingkuran. At maraming salamat sa social media. Maraming salamat sa vloggers because you extended and expanded my capacity to reach out to the people not only from Batangas 2nd District but from across the world. Dahil po sa social media, dahil sa ating Facebook page, dahil sa TikTok, Instagram, at dahil sa mga kaibigan nating vloggers na abot ni Beatrix hanggang sa kaduun-duunan ng ating mga kababayan, even people who lives outside Batangas 2nd District. Kaya let me commend all the bloggers and the social media personnel na nagiging daan upang lumawak ang horizon ni Beatrix in reaching out to Filipino people. Maraming salamat po.
JDB po. Happy birthday, no? And then, meron ako dalawang tanong. Unang-una, marami ho kaming mga subscribers. Kayo na nagsabi, mahirap maging congresswoman. Pero, sa tawag ng tungkulin, alam niyo po ba, at anong masasabi niyo yung mga netizens, hindi lang ng Batangas, ng buong Pilipinas and abroad, gusto nila maging senadora. Ano pong masasabi niyo?
Tinanong sa akin kanina yan, and I was sitting beside Secretary Ralph Recto. Humbly speaking, ang sabi ko, I have not accomplished even a pinch of what Secretary Recto has accomplished already. We know for a fact that Secretary Ralph is one of the great great senators during his time in Senate. Isa sa pinakamagaling na senador, no? But I want to state my line. Gusto ko munang gumaling dito sa atin. Sapagkat anong igagaling ko sa labas kung hindi naman ako magaling dito sa atin, no? And I wish to state for the record as well, kahit po marami kayong nakikitang comment sa social media, Congresswoman, tumakbo po ngayon senador, coming from the different provinces of the Philippines. Ako po'y masaya na. I am so fulfilled serving as Congresswoman of Batangas 2nd District. Maraming salamat po.
Ikalawang katanungan ko po sa mga taga 2nd District. Papayag ba kayo sa 2028? Ipahiram nyo naman siya sa bansang Pilipinas? Kung sumagot na ang 2nd District, anong masasabi niyo for 2028?
Si Beatrix dun sa mangga ay manibalang pa. Hayaan niyong mahinog muna. Time will decide if we are due to run for senator in the future. No? Of course, it is always a humbling moment na makarinig na ikaw ay hinihiling tumakbong senador. Pero I know in myself, and humbly speaking, kulang ang aking kaalaman, kulang ang aking karanasan para aking paglakasang loob ang pagtakbo bilang senador ng ating bansang Pilipinas. No? Hayaan nyo na si Beatrix ay mahinog muna dito sa atin. Time will decide if we are meant to run for a higher position. Okay?
Hello, ayun. Hello po, Senda po. Kasi po kanina, after yung submission niyo po ni COC sa Kapitolyo, meron po kami na-interview na, tigtitita po na siomay. So, ganito ang kwento niyo sa amin, nagsasabi siya na, ako na magpapabot ng kanyang pasasalamat, malaki rin raw ang utang na loob niya sa inyo. Kasi po, natulungan niyo siya during, nung nagpa-offer sila sa appendix. Ngayon po, ang gusto na niya malaman po is, sakali po ba, ano pa po daw magiging programa niyo para ba patulungan niyo, katulad po nila mga mga small pa, medium enterprise sellers, mga ganun, and especially sa mga medical na pangangailangan, lalo ngayon po, yung programa ng ating Pangulo na Nobel, si Rubil po. Ano po yung matutulungan niyo po sa kanya? Especially ngayon, andiyan po na si Mayor. Alapit na po si Mayor na mabili. So, ano po kayo matutulong natin?
First of all, let me commend the BBM administration, no? Kasi kaya marami tayong amelioration program. The likes of MAIP, AIX, TUPAD, AKAP. It is because of the initiative of no less than our President, President Bongbong Marcos. At syempre, katuwang po niya dito, ang atin po one of the best speaker or perhaps the best speaker of the Philippine Congress because he was able to bring all this assistance down to the level of the grassroots. Sige nga, try to look back. Kaninong panahon ng speaker ninyo naramdaman ang mga ayudang iyan? It was only now. It is only during the time of speaker. So kung ano pong tulong ang aasahan nyo pa, tuloy-tuloy po lahat ng ating amelioration program. I believe we have so much to give away sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan na nangangailangan. Be it hospital bill, may binibigay po tayo. Be it educational assistance, marami po tayong pambigay. Kung ang kailangan additional puhunan, we can make use of our AKAP and even our Sustainable Livelihood Program. Just please coordinate with our respective offices in the 6 municipalities of Batangas 2nd District because like what I always say, hindi pwedeng sabay-sabay. Palaging may mauuna at mayroong mahuhuli. Ang mahalaga at the end of the day, lahat natulungan at lahat nakatanggap, no? At sa mahuhuli, huwag sasamaan loob. Always remember ang sinasabi ni Beatrix, mapalad ang nahuhuli. Bakit? Ubos na yung sa nauna. Ang sa inyo, wala pang umpisa. Kaya palakpakan po natin ang ating mga kababayan.
Magandang hapon po. Congressman, ano po masasabi niyo na kinukumpara po kayo kay Madam Miriam Defensor Santiago? Ano po masasabi niyo sa mga sinasabi po ng buong mundo?
Sobrang galing ni Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago. Truly nakaka-humble po na makabasa ng comment na she is the next Miriam Defensor Santiago. Agree ba kayo doon?
Yeah!
But in fairness to me, hindi ako nagmumura. Hindi ako nagagalit. Hindi ako sumisigaw. And as far as I can recall, hindi pa ako nagko-contempt at hindi pa rin ako nagpapadetain, no? Pero what I really appreciate, in spite of our being very objective on the issue on hand, I truly receive overwhelming appreciation from people from across the world. Hindi lamang po dito sa ating distrito, hindi lamang po sa lalawigan ng Batangas, hindi lamang po sa buong Pilipinas. There are people from different countries who are texting me just to express their appreciation of our engagement as one of the investigators in the Quad Committee. Kaya maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for your appreciation. And perhaps this is the best time also to give my thanks to my professors in law school during my law school day. Salamat po kay former Secretary of Justice Nani Perez, sa lahat po ng aking former professors na humubog kay Beatrix. Because when I was a law student, I even became one of the best debaters, no? And I understand all of these skills accumulated, and that's what you are seeing from me right now as one of the member of QuadCo. Maraming salamat po, and rest assured, I will keep my feet on the ground as one of the humble investigators of this look forward to the QuadCom investigation. I just want to update you also, haba pong nag-iimbestiga kami, padami ang witnesses. So, we already reached a consensus that we have to continue our investigation. We already ended QuadCom Season 1. Parang Netflix lang. And during this break, we will be coming up with our partial committee report kung sino mga dapat kasuhan, especially cases of murder, involving extrajudicial killing. If you're watching, we will be including Colonel Garma and Colonel Leonardo in the murder case of the 3 Chinese drug lords in the Bao Penal Colony. And we will also be including them for the murder of PCSO Board Secretary Wesley Barayuga, no? About the legislation, because that is the very reason why we are conducting investigation. Please expect that we will be amending the rules on late registration of birth. Inabuso ni Alice Goo. She was able to come up with a fake birth certificate, kaya nakatakbo siya na mayor of Banban, making it appear that she is a Filipino citizen when in fact she is not, because she's a Chinese national. Second, we will be amending the visa or immigration law sapagkat naabuso po ito ng maraming Chinese nationals. Nakakuha ng working visa when they do not possess the necessary qualifications to have this working visa. Third, we will be amending the corporation law because they use corporations to layer and make it difficult for all of us to identify who really are the perpetrators. And fourth, we will be amending the anti-money laundering sapagkat napakarami po ng transfer fund to and from the Philippines. Walang report sa AMLA, and under the law, that is bawal. Dapat pag may 500,000 of money transfer, you should report it to AMLA. Ito, 27 billion, 50 billion, 250 million, walang report sa AMLA. It's because kulang ang ngipin. We need to strengthen the provisions of the anti-money laundering law. So this is the update from Quadcom, and 2 to 3 weeks from today, we will be resuming. Itutuloy ang investigation. And that will be Quadcom Season 2.
Ayan, that ends our interview for our Congresswoman. Once again, happy birthday, Congresswoman! And palakpakan mo natin once again, mananatiling Congresswoman ng Batangas 2nd District, Honorable Attorney General J.K. Beatrix Luistro. At dahil dyan, isang group picture po ulit tayo. Batangas 2nd District, tayo po tayo para po sa isang group picture. Sama-sama po tayo dito.